Hello my dear aspirants, I hope everyone is doing great. I welcome you all to our official channel of Adda 24/7 Northeast. I'm your mentor Shubhankar Nongsiet, and today I've brought a very important session for all those aspirants who are from Meghalaya. Yes, we are talking about a very trending examination, that is your MPSC LDA, which is going to be held on the 22nd of August. So based on that, I thought let's give some input to those aspirants who might be still confused on how and when to prepare, what are the things that they need to focus, and how can they get this selection in their very first attempt. So this session is only for those aspirants who want the selection right away. So we'll be talking about the 4 ultimate step strategy to secure your selection. And as per my introduction, I've been guiding MPSC LDA aspirants for the past 2 years. In the last cycle of LDA recruitment, 5 of our aspirants got selected as LDA, right? So I'll be sharing about their experience as well. Like what are the things that they did extra so that they could get into this particular selection. We are talking about that as well in this particular video. So stay till the end to know all the details and also have a surprise for you. Let's start. Okay, so if you talk about the notification, this was the official notification which you can get in MPSC website under program schedule, under tentative program, okay, for the month of August, where they have mentioned that the lower divisional assistant which was being applied on the July 2025 is going to be held on the 22nd of August, right? Okay, and these are the other recruitment exams, so I'm not going to talk about them. We are going to focus totally on MPSC LDA examination. And along with that, if we move ahead, then what are we covering in this session? Let me give a brief. So firstly, we are going to decouple the blueprint. Decoupling the blueprint means what? Breaking the exact weightage of different subjects that we have to focus, right? Because most aspirants, they make a common mistake of studying each subject with same level of dedication. But we need to follow a smart strategy where we strategize in such a manner that we focus only on those areas which are very much important for us, right? Along with that, we are going to see high yield topic identification. That means these are some topics which are repeatedly seen in your LDA examination. If you go to MPSC website and if you check the previous year paper, you can see a lot of LDA examination papers are available for you, and that is a very good thing, because based on those papers we can study the paper and we can analyze that what type of questions are repeatedly asked, and if we focus on those areas, then we can surely make our selection 100%. Along with that, we are going to talk about the OMR hack, how to leverage the no negative marking rule to boost your score by 15 to 20 marks. The thing is, many aspirants, they know it that it's no negative mark examination, but still they end up not attempting all the questions. So what are the areas where they make the mistakes? We are going to focus on that as well. Along with that, we are going to make a 30-day executive plan starting from today. If you see, from tomorrow onwards is exactly 30 days. So we are going to make a strategy for us as well, that in this 30 days, what can we do in order to get the selection? Yes, so let's start. Moving ahead, if you see, this is the exam pattern. This was last year exams LDAs I got a cut. If you notice carefully out here, general English has the highest weightage in this particular paper. If you talk about general English, it has a weightage of round about 50%. 50% of the weight is in our English only. So that means this is a subject where we need to master ourselves. Okay, and can we master in this particular span of time? The answer is yes, you can, but if you follow some particular strategies, which I'll be giving it to you. Along with that, the other section is your general awareness and aptitude, where it is 75 questions. So I'll tell you the exact number of questions. So in general awareness, there were 50 questions asked, and in aptitude, which means maths and reasoning, okay, aptitude means maths and reasoning, there were 25 questions asked. So around about 75 questions from English, 75 questions from these two sections. That means you have to attempt 150 questions in this particular exam, which is a total of 300 marks. That means you're getting 2 marks for each correct answer, and the very good thing is that there isn't any negative. That's why you do not have to worry that if you do this question, you might end losing marks. No, nothing as such. If you make a mistake also, you'll be only getting a 0, not a negative mark. So that's a very good thing, right? So that's why our motive should be, the first motive should be that I have to attempt 150 questions, because it does not matter how much I know and how much I'm going to attempt, because there's no negative marks, right? Okay, so this is the particular subject segregation of all these particular subjects. Now if you move ahead, if you talk about the weightage, so these are the weightage as I've already mentioned. So in English there is 150 marks, and in general awareness and aptitude there is 150 marks. So the total marks of the paper is 300. Now the topics that you have to focus on are what? So you can see in English they have written something. So what I did is I made another slide where I mentioned everything in full detail, right, based on the previous year paper analysis. Okay, I have analyzed around about 5 years of LDA paper, and based on those analysis only I'm putting here all the facts in front of you. So if you look for one word substitution and vocabularies, you can expect around about 10 to 15 questions which were repeatedly asked in the past years. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to master English, and you have to practice one word substitution as much as you can, because see, one thing is that you have options with you. So that is a very good reference for you to put the options and check what can be the answer, right? So an aspirant who starts right now and who practices daily, he can also secure a very good marks if he does that daily, right? Along with that, frequent synonyms and antonyms. Some questions I have seen that they have been repeated 2-3 times, right? So those questions we are going to discuss in the further sessions. Well, I'll bring some videos for you, and there will be covering MPSC LDA previous year paper along with their analysis. Okay, that would be a smart way of studying. Along with that, if you see, we have idioms and phrases which carries 5 to 10 question weightage, then direct and indirect speech and active and passive voice, which is around about 10 questions, and along with that we have spotting errors and preposition 10 questions and fixed prepositions, right? So this is the particular roadmap that you must follow while studying English. Many of the channels, if you check, they will say कि always focus on grammar. No, if you want to focus grammar, then focus on grammar's these topics, because in grammar also there are topics which you have to focus on these topics. Got it? So this is the particular weightage. I'm not saying that this is 75 question. No, among 75 questions, these are some questions which will surely come in your examination. So you have to cover these topics first, and then you can move ahead with the other topics, right? Next, if you move towards, then we have general awareness, okay, which includes polity, economy, Northeast GK. Now see, this particular thing is, this subject are known as an uncertain subject. Why uncertain? Because see, you never know what the examiner might ask us, right? Here, some way our luck also is dependent, because if we know the question, we can easily answer, and if we do not know, then we won't be able to answer. In that case, what we have to do is we just have to guess the option, and you have to guess it, because our attempt should be 150 questions, as there isn't any negative marks, right? But still, we can do a smart way of studying. So smart strategy will be what? To focus some of the topics, which are what? Indian polity, the ultimate scoring base. Okay, it is very important. So if you want to study one subject in full detail, then that should be the Indian polity. You have to focus that properly, study properly, okay, and along with that, keep update with the current affairs as well. So articles to memorize, okay, emergency provisions, these are very, very important. Article 352, Article 356, Article 360. There were questions which were asked from these articles. Fundamental rights versus property rights and minority rights. These are some topics, very, very core topics of polity, which you cannot skip. Okay, articles and all are very, very important. I'm not talking about only state exams, but even on the central exams also, they ask you a very good number of questions from articles. Then moving ahead, we have Indian economy and financial institutions, where we have deficiency of fiscal deficit versus primary deficit, devaluation, regulatory bodies like SEBI, RBI, NABARD setups, Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is a very much trending topic. So you can focus on this topic as current affairs, okay, because most questions are being asked from Niti Aayog nowadays. Okay, this is very important. Along with that, Meghalaya and Northeast Special is very, very important, because these are, no doubt, it has a good number of weightage, but it is not as vast as the other topics of general awareness. So if we study, okay, there are some books which I'll make another video. I would suggest you those books. You can follow those books. If you just mug up the GK of those books also from Northeast State, okay, we are talking about Meghalaya GK GS. That particular book will also help you get few of the common questions in your examination, right? So we have to focus that. With that, we have first governor of Meghalaya, okay, then we have first Padma Shri recipient, okay, silver and swear, then important historical events like Anglo-Khasi warrior and so on. So these are few topics which you have to master. But see, as I mentioned again, that general awareness is a very uncertain subject, because you never know what might come, right? So it is very important for you to make other subjects stronger, because if you need selection, then you need marks, and that marks we don't have to think from where am I getting. I just need to, I should get, right? Okay, next. Then we move ahead, we have general science and environment. These are the topic. I will not talk so much in detail. These are common topics which you can see, like Bhopal gas strategy and all. These are very common topic which I'm going to ask you many questions. So you can take a snapshot of it and start preparing for these topics, right? Now, as I talk about uncertain, now I'm talking about the certain topic, such as your mental ability and mathematics. Now see my friend, there are 25 questions, right? 25 questions from maths and reasoning. So if we can do at least 20 questions also, we can easily secure how many marks do you know? 40 marks. 40 marks, right? And that can be achieved, right? That can be achieved if you focus on the basics and concepts. Okay, basics and concepts. That's a very important thing that I'm using out here, the term, right? So what are the things that we have to focus when we talk about logical reasoning and aptitude? Okay, so in the reasoning, especially the reasoning subject, most of the people, they think it's quite simple. Yes, it is simple and it is very much scoring. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to make your reasoning very, very strong. But if you see previous year paper of LDA 2025, you can see that from reasoning only 12 questions were asked, right? Only 12 questions were asked from your reasoning portion. And the remaining 13 questions were asked from mathematics. Okay, 13 questions were asked from your mathematics. So that is why we have to make both the subjects strong. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is that we have to make both the subjects strong, because these are my scoring subject and these can assure me a sure shot of 40 marks. Other subjects we are not sure because there might be many silly mistakes. But these are subjects, if you know, you can easily get the answer. Okay, and also by following some techniques like how to use the option to get the answer, then you can get the answer, right? And I'll make some videos for you guys, don't worry, where I'll be talking about previous year paper and I'll tell you some mathematics tricks which you can follow to solve the questions. Yes, along with that, they ask you questions from time and clock, calendars. Then we have your coding, decoding, very common topic, very common topic. Then we have artificial language. It is a second part of coding, decoding. Then we have puzzles, blood relation, a very important, sitting arrangement, and so on. These are some of the most important topics that you have to focus in reasoning. And along with that, one more topic is that syllogism, but I haven't seen last year paper. I've checked that their syllogism wasn't any question, but still we need to focus on that as well, because this time it might come. Next, if we move ahead towards arithmetic, okay, arithmetic, which is your mathematics, then you have to focus on topics such as your profit and loss, simple and compound interest, okay, and then we have time, speed, distance, mensuration, very important. From mensuration I've seen many questions, and along with that, a very important topic that you have to focus is your number system, okay, number system. Because if you check previous year paper, okay, they ask you a question from prime numbers, and then from divisibility rule, right, and then from your LCM HCF questions. So these all questions are present in your topic, which is your number system. So you have to focus on number system as well, right? Okay, if we move ahead, then we can see what are the mistakes which 90% of aspirants are doing, and they do it, right? Let's focus on that. The first mistake is that reading massive 500 pages general knowledge. Now we know that general knowledge carries 50 question weightage, and if we do 50 questions, we can easily secure 100 marks. So this is a very misconception that most of the students, they start studying only GK. But see, GK is a very vast subject. You never know what might come, right? So that's why focusing so much on GK will not help you. Most of the students, what they do is they think like that. They make a strategy like that. Okay, it's very funny. I've seen other videos also. What they say, see, English has 75 questions, okay, GK has 50 questions. So if we just focus on these two subjects, then we can easily secure 125 questions, which can give me very good marks. But my friend, let me tell you, these both of the subjects are very uncertain. Got it? Why uncertain? Because you never know what kind of question they might ask you in this. Like in English, if you talk about vocabularies, right? What is the guarantee that you know the meaning of that particular vocabulary word that they have given? Right? They can give you a word like scant. Do you know the meaning of scant? Many of them haven't even heard this word, right? I'm just giving an example. So if you do not know the meaning of this, then how am I going to use it in a particular sentence? So focusing on these two subjects only would be literally like a committing suicide. So what you need to do is you need to focus more on arithmetic topic, because in arithmetic I can secure 25 questions for myself. Okay, and if I secure 25 questions from here, if I do at least 30 questions, and from here if I do at least 20 questions also, I can easily make through the cutoff and get to the list where you have the second stage, which will be your skill test. You have typing test and all, which you have to focus. Yes. So this should be the strategy actually. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to make reasoning strong, because reasoning is quite scoring and it's not that difficult. You can score very good marks in reasoning. In 12 questions, if you do 12 questions, you easily secure 24 marks. And then you focus on mathematics, and after that you focus English more. Try to emphasize on English, right? Because English has the highest weightage, but here obviously there would be some vocabs and all knowledge which you need to understand, and we don't have that much time to study. So what I would suggest is, if you practice the questions, especially from the previous year question and along with the mock test. From where you'll get the mock test, you can get it in our app. App name is Adda 24/7 app. You can download and you can get the mock test from there. It's free of cost for Meghalaya aspirants. You can go and take the mock there, and whatever word you see in the other options also, you try to make a note of the word. Then what is the meaning of those words, right? That is how you study vocabularies. Okay, and some of them they also suggest you to study newspaper, but we do not have that much time to study newspaper, right? When you're reading newspaper and then finding the vocabs, it's quite time consuming. So best way to do is give mocks, and then you get familiar with the new words. Okay, done. Next, memorizing every maths formula. So see, memorizing maths formula is the worst thing to do it. Many students, they don't want to learn the concept, they just think that we can use the formula, then we just use formula and that's it. No. Nowadays, if you see the level of question that they are asking in mathematics, you might be shocked, because they are asking very good questions, conceptual questions. So their formula is not going to work. You have to clear the concepts first. And see, you're giving an LDA examination, so at least a basic knowledge of mathematics is required for you to work in your work environment, right? And for that, you have to study maths, no matter what, right? So don't focus so much on formula. Try to use the concepts. Okay? After that, the secret is what? The Meghalaya LDA board loves specific repetition. As I mentioned, that there are some topics which are predominantly repeated in every year. So for that, I'll make another video where we'll solve previous year paper and we'll do the analysis as well. And I'll also give you the important topic name, which will be surely repeating in your examination, which you can study and secure very good marks. Okay, just study those topics. I can tell you that you can get selected. Okay. Next, if you know the exact recurring pattern in English, polity and arithmetic, you can clear this exam with just a few weeks or a targeted preparation. That's why I'm saying that following the SMART strategy will easily make you clear the examination with a span of days or two, right? Next. Now the secret formula to success. Okay, so I've mentioned 3 steps. So here, follow the 3 steps. First, analyze the past paper, which I've already done, and that is why I have made this video for you guys. Okay, so that you know what are the things that you have to study, what are the things that you can skip. So don't study harder, because see, studying hard is very good, but we do not have that much time to study harder. Understood? We do not have time, so we need to study smart. Okay, we need to study smarter by tracking repeated trend, and that thing I'll be helping with you. The next session would be your MPSC LDA previous year question paper session, where we'll solve question, where I'll give you some tricks to solve. Along with that, we'll do the paper analysis, that what are the topics that we have to focus. Okay? And then we have learned the shortcuts, especially your grammar rules and then some arithmetic mental maths. Okay, some questions you can just solve it verbally, you don't have to solve. Okay, just see, okay, this is the answer, so this will be the answer, like that. Okay, so we need some tricks. Along with that, simulate under pressure. Simulate under pressure means try to make a habit of giving mocks. Okay, you might not give mocks now and you might think that, okay, I'll just see whatever happens in the examination. But that is not the way of getting selected. You have to give mock, you have to feel the pressure beforehand the examination. Otherwise, you might end up getting confused and demotivated in your examination hall. Right, so in order to do that, you can join our batches, which is available in Adda 24/7 app. And also, there is one video of mine where I have covered 15 most important questions of MPSC LDA. You can check that out. It is in the other channel, okay, but the same content will be getting out here, so you can join here as well. Anyways, I'll be making another video for previous year papers, so you can check that out as well, right? So for that, what you can do is, see, there are 2 things you can do. First, if you want to study yourself, okay, if you want to study yourself, then what you can do is, you can comment down below free classes. And if you comment down below free classes, if I get more than like 50 comments, then I'll start a series for you, a short series, like 1 week series, where we'll cover important topics only of mathematics and reasoning. I'll help you with that. And along with that, if you want GK, other subjects also, you can comment down below. We can think of it, because we have all faculties available with us. And as you know, Adda 24/7 is a very well-known platform, education platform, which has a lot of selection from the past many years, right? So that's why we try our best to give you selection, okay? But in YouTube, what you'll do is you'll learn the concept, but for practice, you'll have to practice yourself. You can go, you need to go and search the content for yourself to practice. But if you don't want to do that as well, your motive should be to only study, then you can join our paid batches, okay? So below there is a contact number given, okay? You can contact in that number, you can get in the description box, you can contact in the number, you can get the counseling for yourself, because we have a crash course batch for you, which you can join. Okay, if you really want to clear the examination, then you can join that crash course batch. And if you ask me, sir, only advanced level students can join, so the answer is no, even beginners can join, because we are going to provide you some recording videos as well. See, there are two things which we'll be providing you. Recording videos for you to cover the concepts before coming to the class. Okay, because see, you have entire day with you, right? Our class would be for a span of only 2 hours. So in that entire day, you can take out time and you can check the recording videos to learn the required concept, and then you can come and attend the live classes. Understood? So that is how we are going to do, and mostly we are going to focus based on the previous year paper trend. What are the important topics that we have to cover? We are going to do that. Okay. So if you want, you can join our batch. The contact number is given in the description box. You can go and check it out. Right. So that's it, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the session. So wait for another session where I'll be bringing you previous year paper solution along with that analysis. Right. So if this session was helpful for you, then please make sure to like the session and also share it with your friends so that even they know that we are going to help you in as many ways as possible. So thank you so much. Signing off, Shubhankar Nongsiet. See you all in the next session. Bye-bye. Take care.